White neighbor calls 911 on black family's barbecue, then the dad shows up as the new mayor. The smell of charcoal and ribs drifted over the low cedar fence like a dare. In the backyard of 14 Maple Crest Lane, Jamal Thompson flipped a rack of baby backs with the same calm he once used to sign million-dollar contracts. His wife, Keisha, basted chicken while their twins, Maya and Malik, chased each other through the sprinkler. It was the first Saturday in July, the kind of sticky hot afternoon that begged for cold lemonade and second helpings. Across the lawn, Karen Whitmore watched from her kitchen window, phone already in hand. She had moved to Willow Creek 3 years earlier, drawn by the quiet streets and the promise of good schools. The sight of smoke curling above the fence, thick, fragrant, unapologetic, felt like an invasion. 911, she whispered when the operator answered. There's an unauthorized fire at 14 Maple Crest. It's excessive. The dispatcher's voice was flat. Ma'am, is anyone in danger? Karen hesitated. The laughter floating over the fence sounded like children, not criminals. Still, rules were rules. It's a hazard, she insisted. 2 patrol cars rolled up within minutes. Officer Ramirez stepped out first, hand resting easy on his belt. He'd grown up 2 towns over. The smell of mesquite took him straight back to his abuela's backyard. Jamal met him at the gate, apron smeared with sauce, smile wide enough to disarm. Evening, officer. We've got plenty if you're hungry. Ramirez glanced at the grill, clean, contained, 30 feet from any structure. Looks regulation to me, sir. You file a burn permit. City website said residential cookouts under 50 people don't need one. Jamal handed over a printout. Ramirez scanned it, nodded. You're good. He turned to Karen, who had appeared on her porch in pressed linen. Ma'am, no violation here. Have a good night. The cars pulled away. Karen's cheeks burned hotter than the coals. Inside the Thompson house that evening, the family ate on paper plates balanced on their knees. Maya asked why the police came. Keisha started to answer, but Jamal cut in. Sometimes people are scared of what they don't know. We keep being us. That's the win. The next morning, Karen found a foil pan on her doorstep, 3 ribs, still warm, and a note in neat block letters. Karen, taste before you call. Jamal. She almost threw it away. Instead, she took 1 bite. The meat fell off the bone. The sauce carried a whisper of cocoa and cayenne she couldn't place. She ate all 3 standing over the sink. Monday brought yard signs. Jamal Thompson for mayor. Karen blinked at one staked in her own lawn, someone's idea of a joke. She yanked it out, then paused. The photo showed Jamal in a suit, same easy grin. Willow Creek's mayoral race had been a yawn, 2 retirees arguing over potholes. Then Jamal entered, a political nobody with a platform built on 3 words: listen, fix, feed. He wanted community gardens in vacant lots, cooking classes in the old rec center, and a neighbor fund for emergency repairs. People laughed until they heard him speak. Karen attended the first debate out of spite. She sat in the back row, arms crossed. Jamal never raised his voice. When the incumbent bragged about balanced budgets, Jamal asked, "How many of you skipped a car repair because the shop wouldn't take payments?" Half the room raised their hands. Afterward, Karen lingered by the exit. Jamal spotted her. "Ms. Whitmore, glad you came." She lifted her chin. "I still think your grill's a nuisance." "Fair." He handed her a flyer. "But nuisances feed people. See you at the polls." Election night, the high school gym smelled of pizza and nervous sweat. Returns trickled in on a projector screen. Karen stood near the punch bowl, clutching a cup she hadn't tasted. At 10:17 p.m., the moderator cleared his throat. With 98% counted, Jamal Thompson is projected winner. The room erupted. Keisha hugged the twins so hard their feet left the floor. Jamal took the stage, tie already loosened. "I didn't run to be right," he said, voice steady. "I ran because my kids deserve a town that doesn't call the cops on dinner." Karen felt the words land like a slap and a hug at once. The next Saturday, Jamal hosted a victory cookout, City Park, open to all. Karen almost didn't go. She wore sunglasses and a floppy hat, as if anonymity were possible in a crowd of 500. She found Jamal near the smokers, apron back on. "Mr. Mayor," she said, He laughed. Still getting used to that. Rib or chicken? Both. She took the plate. I owe you an apology. Jamal wiped his hands on a towel. You owe me nothing. Just promise me one thing. What? Next time you smell smoke, come knock first. Karen looked around. Black grandmas swapping recipes with Korean teens, a white firefighter teaching a Somali kid to flip burgers. The park hummed like a single heartbeat. She took a bite. Deal, she said, mouth full, eyes wet. But your sauce still needs more heat. Jamal grinned. Yes, ma'am, I'll put you on the committee. Years later, when tourists asked why Willow Creek's Julys smelled like heaven, locals pointed to a bronze plaque by the park grills. In honor of the day dinner won an election. Taste first. Vote second. Love always.